Hey YouTube, I'm Leo with AdSense and I just made a really long video, like 35-minute video, about a guy who bought a website for 100 grand and sold it in 2 years for 11 grand and losing about 89 grand in the process. But in this video I want to show you how to spot bullshit sites on Flippa.com. So as I mentioned in my previous videos, most of the sites, 99% of the sites on Flippa are garbage. They're either overpriced or they're scams or both. So I usually, like, I go on Flippa and I look, I apply filter where there is at least 5,000 page views on the site, just so I don't, go into like low-end sites that are either starter sites or just don't have enough traffic to justify the time to spend on them. But I was actually watching this listing and I didn't have it saved, so the senior living listing, pretty amazing website that's gonna go for about $1.5 million, give or take. Already 1.355, close to $1.5 million now. Anyway, so I was scrolling down and I see this, not this site, not Vegas Limos, but this one, Quality Hairs. So I opened it and there are a few things that basically immediately jump out and tell me, okay, this is probably bullshit. First of all, instant, like, well, the guy does take Flippa escrow, but there's no verified AdSense income. And supposedly the website makes money on AdSense. So we'll look at that in a sec. I don't think it's worth reading all this crap. So here's attachments, proof of revenue and traffic attachments. Okay, another thing, the site does not have traffic data attached, which is even more weird. 99% of the websites do have like Google Analytics attached, so you can see the traffic, the real verified traffic. It may not be, that real. There could be like fake Google organic traffic and all that stuff, but at least there's some kind of verification. Here there is nothing. The guy just provided, or the girl, whatever, stated income, so there is no AdSense verification. You can basically put any numbers you want here. You can put $1 million a day, and there is no traffic verification. So those two major things that pop out and tell you don't buy this site. But let's keep going. Boom, boom, boom. Revenue verification. So let's watch it. I'll pause and make it higher quality so you can see better. Okay. So supposedly this is a monthly report, or like months report. I'm not sure what type of report this is on Google AdSense. So everything looks real. Now Google did just go into material design AdSense, so you won't see this type anymore, but it was available 2-3 days ago. So as of January 19th, this old AdSense design is not available anymore, at least for me. It automatically switched to material design, which is slightly different, but this looks somewhat legit. But then we look at these numbers and they're all even numbers. So there's no cents, meaning like it's $170 even, $188 even. There's no like fractions. And I've never seen AdSense without fractions. So this kind of, this says in address bar, it says google.com/AdSense. But seriously, I've never seen monthly earnings without fractions, without cents. It's always like never full dollar amount. There's also always fractions. So watch this video, blah blah blah. The guy doesn't show anything. He just shows that, okay, this is in fact qualityhairs.com. Again, I think you can actually fake this. You can create a fake website that looks like Google AdSense, just to show this kind of stuff. I don't think this is real because I've never seen I've never seen monthly earnings that are full dollar amounts, so really weird. Okay, let's close this. The website itself, well, whatever, you know. This website somewhat should be about hair, but this somewhat naked girls weird, but whatever. If it's a good, oh, by the way, we don't see any Google advertisements on this site. So if the site is making money with AdSense, actually no, my bad, there are Google ads right here. These are Google ads because I can see them in when I hover my mouse over it, it says Google Ads Services.com. Okay, so these are Google ads. Okay, whatever. Live traffic. Again, this over here says all website traffic right before above it, quality hairs. This can be faked. It doesn't have to be that URL. This is a property name. When you create an AdSense account, you set up a property name yourself. You can put whatever you want in there. You can put, NewYorkTimes.com in there. It doesn't mean that it's New York Times. So supposedly it gets 40 people. And also this doesn't show the date, which is, really weird. It always should show the date. So this tells me that this could be anything, could be faked, whatever. So supposedly at one time 78 people. I call bullshit on that because I have a website that gets roughly 150,000 people a month, and I've never seen it go over 60 people live on it at the same time. So this guy claims way too much traffic for this kind of to get 78 people on the site live at one time. Okay, again, traffic report. See, he's using this stat counter at the same time. Like, supposedly he has Google Analytics, but for some reason he doesn't give you good quality screenshots. He shows you this bullshit stat counter. And page views per day. This is BS again. To justify 78 people unique at one time on the website, 5,000 page views a day is not enough. 7,000 is enough. You should be over 10,000 page views a day for that, for 78 people live on a website at one point. Unless he brought, this is BS. Probably isn't the site. There should be like a date shown here, and more proof than that. The guy should have verified the analytics, but basically there's one more. This is complete bullshit website worth. Completely doesn't make any sense and doesn't have any real value for it. So this auction is a no reserve. So basically I can just buy it for $1 right now. There is 30 minutes left on this auction, exactly 30 minutes left on this auction, and so I can basically just bid $1 and buy it. A guy who legitimately makes $364 a month on Google AdSense will not put a no reserve, will not make a no reserve auction for this little $2,500. That's like 7 times multiple. That's ridiculous. Websites on Flippa nowadays sell for like 30, 40, 50, even 100 multiples. Like I will make another video shortly about a guy I think is like one of the most amazing sellers on Flippa. He manages to sell his websites for 100 multiple, which means 100 times the monthly income. So for example, if the site makes $200, he sells it for 20 grand. $200 a month, that is. He sells it for 20 grand. Amazing. But I personally prefer to pay no more than 25, 30 multiple for a website. And this guy is selling for 7 multiple. Complete garbage. So this is how you spot a website that is junk. You should not buy it at all. Don't even bother talking to the guy who is selling it. Don't even bother asking him questions, because a legitimate website, he'll verify Google Analytics, he'll verify AdSense income. AdSense income must have fractions in a dollar amount. Google never shows you payout or estimated earnings without dollar fractions, so that's fake. All right, but even like if it's not fake, so 364, 355, 348. Let's watch that video again. I mean, it is fake, guys. Trust me, it is fake. So hold on. January 2017, December 2016, 394. And here he states 394. Okay, so I guess he subtracts like $30 for hosting every month, which is also ridiculous. Hosting doesn't cost $30 a month. Shared hosting for this type of site costs what, $14 a month tops, and that's like on SiteGround, which is an amazing hosting provider. You can basically like go, well, don't go to HostGator, they're garbage, and any company that is owned by HostGator parent, I forgot their name, doesn't matter. So you can have a hosting for $10 a month or less to host this site. You don't need to pay $30. So like, I mean, this just screams fake in every regard, especially like when they use bold text. Like you can spot this long descriptions of the website, unless it's a legit site and there's a lot of like unique things going on with the site. But the long format sales pitch, just ignore those. Don't buy. Don't waste your time. This is garbage. Okay, so basically this is a really good example of how to spot a BS website when you're looking on Flippa. Again, I strongly advise you not to actually buy anything on Flippa. First, set up your own website. Learn how the FTP works, how domain works. Try to transfer your domain or website from one registrar to another, because you will have to understand how to do all of that yourself, or pay somebody a lot of money if you buy a website. And I mean, it's not difficult, but it just takes practice and understanding of how the transfer of domain works, how the transfer of website works, how to transfer from one type of hosting to another, and they're not always compatible. Making a WordPress backup can be easy or tremendously hard. There's a lot of nuances. So like, and that is just simple, transferring. You can also just buy a complete piece of crap website and waste a lot of money. And most of those sites, again, on Flippa are garbage. So filtering them, understanding how to, verify, how to do your due diligence is very important. I will be making more videos on this, but I recommend that unless you really understand what you're doing, don't buy anything on Flippa or at all. Don't invest in websites, because you really need to understand what the hell you're doing. Otherwise, you can lose your money. And in my previous video, I actually told an unfortunate story of a guy who purchased a website for 100 grand in 2012 and sold it in 2014 for 11.6. So that's $88,400 that he lost, minus like $300 that he was making along the way a month. So in the 24 months times 3, made like 6-7 grand overall during those. So he lost 80 grand on a website. It's completely horrible and very painful, and I really feel bad for the guy. So actually, I do recommend that you watch this video. So either subscribe to my channel and go through previous uploads. I will also put a link in the description below to that video. It's 35 minutes, but a lot of useful information for potential website investors, for people if you already have a website and you want to optimize your AdSense. A lot of great information. So click the like button, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.